What's up, Wargamers? Welcome back to Battleshock Wargaming Studio. In today's video, we're playing Age of Sigmar, and it's going to be an exciting one. Michael, what are we doing?
Today we have the Lumineth Realmlords versus the Ossiarch Bonereapers. The Lumineth Realmlords is our member-voted army, and we're bringing out the other half of that army, which is all Stone Guard and Avelenor, the Stoneheart King. So we're excited to get them on the table.
Absolutely. I'm going to be bringing Bonereapers. I'm Petrifex Elite, and he's Ymetrica, so we both ignore Rend. We're both very tanky, and we both have ranged threats. It's going to be a big old death versus order smash fest. We're really excited. If you're new to the channel, please take time to like, share, subscribe. Down below, there's links to our Discord, how to join our membership service, and also a link to Baron of Dice, who is our affiliate and supplies all of our beautiful dice and objective markers on our channel.
All right, with that being said, David, do you want to get into the list that we're bringing today?
Yep, let's go ahead and show everybody the armies. Hitting the table today are some Ossiarch Bonereapers. They are going to be Petrifex Elite subfaction, which means that they reduce Rend for attacks by 1, and they have an ability called Bludgeon to add 1 to the Rend of all their attacks. Really tanky little Bonereaper force. Here is my Bone Tithe Nexus. Bone Tithe Nexus is a terrain feature that does 4 different debuffs. I'll talk about them as they come up throughout the course of the game. 36 and 18-inch range on those. Here is my Liege Cavalos. He is going to be my general with Godbone armor and Mighty Archaeosian for +2 wounds, and he shrugs damage in each phase. Arkhan the Black is in the list. He is a 3-caster, +2 to cast Unbind, move 16, does lots of different shenanigans that include healing himself, doing mortal wounds from afar, and just being a great little tech piece to the army. Then I've got a vanilla Liege Cavalos. This guy can add extra attacks to a unit. He does mortals when he charges, and he just helps to get me relentless discipline points. I've got a Mortesian Soul Mason in the list. He has Soul Guide for reroll 1s. He can do that multiple times, and he has Soul Reservoir as an artifact for +2 to cast. If I roll an unmodified 10, it breaks. And then here's my Mortek Crawler. I've got 2 of these in the list today. These have different special ammos they can shoot, or they can shoot their regular for flat 5, but no Rend. Here's a unit of Dawnriders. I've got 2 of these in the list today. They're going to be bounty hunters. They move 15, +1 to charge, fair amount of attacks, and just going to be helping me to nab objectives and wreak havoc. Then I've got 3 units of 10 Mortek Guard. These are going to be Expert Conquerors to help me hold objectives. They shield wall to reroll saves. I can res them, and they're pretty good. Here is the dice I'm taking today, the bone-colored dice, and the Mortek Guard head that you see is going to be a 6. Let's see how lucky they are today. All right, Petrifex Elite. I love the Bonereapers. I'm excited to get them on the table. Let's see what Michael brought.
Let's take a look at the Lumineth Realmlords today. I'm going to be taking the great nation of Ymetrica. This is going to allow all of my Alarith units to ignore Rend 2, and my Alarith units are going to be the Stone Guard, Avelenor, and the Stone Mage. So let's take a look at my faction terrain today. It's going to be the Shrine Luminor. It's going to allow a reroll to cast, dispel, or unbind every turn, and it's also going to be giving a free command point every battle round. So pretty helpful there. My general today is going to be the Stone Mage. The Stone Mage is going to have the Living Fissure spell. He's going to have the Molten Talisman as his relic, which is going to be giving a +1 to wound aura in a 12-inch bubble for Alarith units. Next up, we have Avelenor, the Stoneheart King. Avelenor has a gazillion attacks with those big hammers. He gets more attacks if he didn't move. He has a geometric blast where he throws a hammer at you. This guy is just an absolute monster, and I'm super in love with the model. Next up, we have the named character of the Lord Regent. He is a really difficult name to say, so I've decided to call him Leroy. Leroy, the Warden of Ymetrica. He's mostly here for the greater power of Hysh. Next up, we have the Cathalar. The Cathalar has the Deep Thinker's ability, so she can auto-cast on a 9 once a battle. She also has my other relic, which is the Silver Wand, so she can cast twice. I have 2 units of Alarith Stone Guard. These guys are awesome. They ignore Rend 2. They do mortals with 6s on their hammers, and they get a 4-up ward if they're standing on an objective that they control. We have 1 unit of 5 Bladelords. Bladelords can do mortals with their Perfect Strike on 2s, or they can get a bunch of attacks and do mortals on 6s. We have a reinforced unit of Sentinels. Sentinels have a 24-inch range with our lofted shots, hitting on 4s and 4s, mortals on 6s. These guys are awesome at taking down heroes and whatnot. We have 2 units of Venari Dawnriders in the Bounty Hunter detachment. Everyone's got their spears, and they get more attacks if they're going into a bigger unit. Next up, we have the Star Shard Ballista. The Ballista has a gazillion-inch range, 30-inch range, plus 6 if it's standing next to some Sentinels. For our Endless spell, we have the Aether Void Pendulum. This is here because it moves 8 inches. Anything it flies over does D3 mortals, mostly here for an easy battle tactic. Next up, we have the Rune of Petrification. That drops in within 18 inches and does mortals on 4-ups in a 6-inch bubble, and it procs at the beginning and end of movement phase. These are the dice I'm going to be rolling today. That Battleshock logo is a 6. That is the new members voted Lumineth Realmlords army. Let's take a look at the mission we're playing today.
Before we take a look at the battle plan for today, big shout out to all of the people on this wall. These are lords on our member service, and we appreciate the extra little bit that you put forth to help us with the channel. Okay, so today we are going to be playing Head-On Collision. This is a 3-objective battle. Starting from the second battle round, you can control objectives. So the first battle round, you cannot. Your objective is worth 1 point, the objective in the center of the battlefield is worth 2, and the objective in enemy territory is worth 4. If you take control of an objective and you have Galatian veterans within 6 of the center at the end of that turn, then you'll get an extra point. We'll also be scoring on our grand strategies. My grand strategy is going to be no place for the weak. Kill Michael's battle line. Michael, what's your grand strategy?
I'm going to do Alarith Aftershock, so I have to keep 2 Alarith units alive and be contesting 2 different objectives at the end of the game.
All right, sounds good. Let's go ahead and take a look and see who has initiative.
All right, Wargamers, we're about ready to get into it, but before we do, this is the point where you comment down below who are you rooting for. Is it the Ossiarch Bonereapers, or is it the Lumineth Realmlords with Ymetrica? We had the same amount of drops, David, but you won initiative. So who's going first?
I've decided to go first. I am going to play to the lore of the Bonereapers. They look like they just march ever onward, and they don't care if they die one bit, because they're already dead. And you're going to try to use your cunning to stop my advance.
And it's in this game, it's a pretty good plan to try and go first, since you don't have a battle tactic that you could achieve if you went second. So doing it this way is a good plan.
Also, that lets me get some overlapping buffs off on my army. It lets me try to shoot at you and maybe kill some threats early on, and it just lets me work on board control a little bit early on. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and take the first turn. My battle tactic is going to be desecrate their lands, and I'm already kind of standing on the lands that I'm going to try to desecrate, which is this terrain feature right here.
Cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And then for heroic action, I'm going to do Necromantic Mastery with my Mortesian Soul Mason that is hiding in the terrain. What are you going to do for your heroic action?
Let's see. Well, I have 3 command points, and I get 1 for the shrine, and then Mr. Leroy gets 1.
Yep.
So how about Avelenor? Because I feel like 6 command points seems reasonable.
Use all the command points in the world. Okay, cool. So we're done with that. Let's go ahead and do a punishment right here. On a 2-up, I am going to make Leroy -1 to cast. It doesn't go off, so he's still going to be +1 to cast with his ability.
Purest Aether Quartz.
Purest Aether Quartz. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and get into casting. The first cast that comes from the Soul Mason cannot be unbound, and he has Soul Reservoir, so he's +2 to his cast. If I roll an unmodified 10+ at any time, then the artifact is going to break, and I will no longer be able to cast with my modifier.
So we're looking for those big numbers.
Yeah, so I'm just going to pop a Soul Guide on, let's say, this catapult here. Goes off with a 10.
For sure.
And we'll give him a button. Okay? And then I am going to cast Empower Shields on this unit of bros right here.
Okay.
That goes off on a 5.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, I think Shields is a 6. One moment.
Stand by.
I've consulted the bones, and Shields is a 6, so it didn't go off. So he's done casting. So now I'm going to go ahead and cast with Arkhan the Black. The first thing he's going to cast is Protection of Gash. Okay, that goes off with a lot, 11. And you're out of unbind range, correct?
I just buttoned him.
Oh, okay. I don't want to give him that button,
but
Michael.
It's literally a shield.
No.
Okay.
Okay, he's got Protection of Gash. Then I'm going to put Mystic Shield on... well, first of all, I should have elected to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway because you don't care. I'm going to use a Relentless Discipline point. I have 13, by the way. So I'm going to go down to 12, and I'm going to add 6 inches to the range of all my casting.
Okay.
Am I wholly within 18?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
I'm going to cast it on this unit.
Much better.
Okay. It goes off.
Sure. You want to put a shield on that?
I do. Okay. Now, he is going to do one more cast, and the last cast is going to be Empower Weapons on these guys.
Nice. On 5.
Okay, it goes off on an 8. They've got Empowered Weapons. So they've got Empowered Weapons, they've got Mystic Shield, he's got Protection of Gash, and we've got Soul Guide on this catapult here. Now at the end of my hero phase, I get to see if I cast Soul Guide again. I cannot. So I am finished with all of my stuff. We're going to get into movement phase and show you what it is.
The BoneReapers have begun their advance. David, walk us through what you got going on over here.
All right, so for those of you that don't know, I'm a big fan of this certain technique that I do. It's called the full send technique, hashtag full send technique. So let's start over here next to the Bone Tithe Nexus, okay? So over here, I moved my unit of Mortek Guard forward as a screen, and then Arkhan jumped over and is hanging out right there so I can unbind anything I would like. And then over here, Mortek Guard standing on the objective, screening the flank of the battlefield. Liege, Cavalos, Vanilla here to buff the crawler, but also close enough to buff anything else if he needs to. Then over here, we've got General doing the same thing with this Mortek Crawler, screen of Mortek Guard, making sure I complete my battle tactic with the Mystic Shielded boys right here. And then I have one unit that has a Death Wish, because they are called Dawnriders after all. So they're going to try to charge into some Stone Guard or some Bladelords, depending on what my charge is.
All right, David, where are we shooting and which one from?
Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use 2 Relentless Discipline points, so I'm going to go down to 9. I used a couple in the movement phase, folks, just so you know. So I'm down to 9 Relentless Discipline points. I'm going to get 1 extra attack on each crawler by using Endless Duty from the 2 Liege Cavalos, okay? We're going to shoot with the one that doesn't have Soul Guide first, and we're going to shoot into the archers.
Okay, let's throw a Mystic Shield, and let's do that from Mr. Leroy in the back.
All out defense?
That's what I meant.
Okay, cool. It is a Mystic Shield. It's the same thing.
Essentially the same
You
thing.
can call it a Mystic Shield if you want. I just, I'm one of those people where I feel like I have to correct you if you say something wrong. I'm like, actually, it's this? Okay, back to the shooting.
Okay.
So I'm going to shoot this one, 4 attacks, 2s not rerolling 1s.
Okay.
3s. So it's going to be 3s and 3s.
Right, because of
Shining Company. Correct. So 3s and 3s. Okay, we got 3 hits, and then 3s. You got 3 wounds, Michael.
4s? All right, 5 damage.
5 damage.
All right, continuing on.
Continuing on, we're going to shoot with the next catapult. The next catapult is juiced, Michael. He's juiced. He's going to go ahead and shoot with Soul Guide with his extra attack. So he's going to be 3s rerolling 1s. And I'm going to use my once per battle triumph to add 1 to wound rolls because Michael's 2,000 on the nose and I'm like 1990, 1980, something like that. So this is going to be 3s rerolling 1s, 2s into the archers. Okay. Of course I would roll a 2 right there. 2s? Okay, make 2 more saves, Michael.
4s? Save them both.
Oh, very nice. That's about how shooting normally does with no rend. I'm happy that I killed some of them, though. So let's go ahead and get into charges. Cavalos Dawnriders charging. They are +1 to their charge. You get a 4. And a 4 is only enough to get into the Stone Guard. Michael, I finished my charge. I'm going to use a Relentless Discipline point to do Dawnrider Wedge.
Okay.
A Dawnrider Wedge is 5 dice, mortals on 5s, and then I have a 6-inch pile in. 1 mortal wound into the Stone Guard.
Okay.
All right, Michael, the Dawnriders have piled in. I'm going to put 4 Dawnriders into the Stone Guard, and I'm going to put 1 Dawnrider into the Bladelords. Okay. And I am going to use a Relentless Discipline point for Bludgeon, just to see if I can get an extra pip of rend into the Bladelords, even though the Stone Guard are going to ignore it.
So let's go ahead and use an Aether Quartz from the Stone Guard to go +1 to their save.
Okay.
And then we're going to use a command point from the Shrine Luminor to all-out defense on the Bladelords.
Okay, perfect. So the Bladelords are going to go down to a 3, so they'll go up to a 5-up save.
Yep.
And then, but they only have 1 horse fighting into them. And then the Stone Guard have a 3-up save, and then I'm assuming you're going to send that minus bravery in my way, right?
Yes. We'll do emotional transfer, so you'll take a minus to your bravery.
I am 3s and 4s, exploding 5s. This is Rend 2 and you don't care. It's Rend 2 and you don't care. It's Rend 2 and you don't care. Okay. Yeah. So we've got 3 explosions.
1 more explosion.
4 explosions and 5 misses. It's pretty good. Okay. Now we're looking for 4s. I just want to kill 2 Stone Guard. If I kill 2 Stone Guard, I'm pretty happy. Okay. Okay, make 4 saves, Michael.
4 3-ups. Here we go. I failed 3, so that's 3 dead Stone Guard.
That's 6 damage, correct. This is 4s and 3s. 1 whole hit. Let's see if the horse can kill a Stone Guard, though. You never know. Oh, no, he missed. Okay, we're done there. Now let's fight with the lone horse into the Blade Guard. 3 attacks. This is going to be 4s and 4s with exploding 5s. Okay, 1 hit, nothing. And then the horse, this is going to be 4s and 3s, so 5s and 3s. Hit. 1 wound, minus 1 rend.
4 up.
Nice. Okay, cool. Your turn to attack.
So El Sargento has the paired hammers.
Okay.
4 attacks. 3 misses.
Okay, he hits on 3s.
He hits on 3s, wounds on 3s, no rend.
Okay. I saved it.
Okay. And then 2 attacks with the mallet. 1 hit. No wounds.
Okay.
Cool.
Did you just fight me with a mount?
Mallet.
Oh, I thought you said mount. I was like, what's he riding? He's riding on good vibes.
All good vibes. So we're going to go with the Bladelords. The Sergeant has the dual Sunmetal Blades. He has 4 attacks with these. They're going to hit on 4s and wound on 3s.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, everything else is just doing their perfect strike.
Okay. 4s and 3s.
Yep.
So 1 mortal.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, and 2 wounds at rend 1.
Okay, so I ignore that rend, and I save both of those. Okay, so I've taken 1 damage so far. Now you're going to do perfect strike.
1, 2, 3, 4 attacks with the Great Blades. 2 ups for mortals.
Okay.
4 mortals.
So I've got 5 damage total. Shrugging on 6s. Shrug 1, so 1 horse goes down and 1 takes wound. All right, Michael, well, I tried to shoot some stuff. I tried to jam up some of your units, and I killed some Stone Guard. Are you going to auto-pass them?
Yep.
Okay, so you're down to 2 command points.
Yes.
And you've used your 2 that are once per battle round from the Shrine and from Lyrior. So you're going to have 2 and then up to 3 in your turn. You did a pretty good job of fending me off. I am pretty stoked that I killed some Stone Guard, though.
Yeah.
That felt good. All right, let's go ahead and get onto the hero cam, and we'll let you know how many points I scored.
The BoneReapers have completed their turn. David, how did you score?
I scored fine. I scored as many points as I could score, which is 2. I completed my battle tactic of desecrate their lands, and I killed some Stone Guard, and that always feels good because they are so chunky, so chunky. I lost a horse, and Michael's going to get to clap back, but I'm just putting the pressure on because that's how you should play with BoneReapers if you want to take the lead early, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. So I'm a humble guy, right, Michael?
Very humble.
Okay, what is your battle tactic going to be, dude?
I'm going to pick a fun one for turn 1. I actually have some choices, but I like this one. It's going to be Conserve Aether Quartz.
Yep.
So I have to pick a Lumineth Realmlords unit that still has its Aether Quartz reserve, and then I have to select an enemy unit, and I have to kill that enemy unit with my unit. So Avelenor is going to kill the Dawnriders.
Cool. And That sounds doable.
Very doable.
He hits very hard.
Yeah.
If you've never seen him fight, you're about to. So that's cool. What are we going to do for heroic actions, Michael?
I would like to get a command point with Avelenor on a 4-up. He does.
Cool. I am up to 9 relentless discipline points. I got 2 at the beginning of the turn. And let me see if I'm in range real quick for something. I'm going to make this Liege Cavalos a wizard. It's going to be my heroic action.
Oi, he's a wizard.
He's a wizard for unbinding purposes. And then I've got Arkhan the Black in range of every caster on the board, aside from those Dawnriders in the back, I think.
I'm going to immediately use this command point that Avelenor got, and I'm going to try and rally my 5 dead Sentinels.
I think you should. Oh.
Nope.
Better luck next time, Michael.
That's okay. Let's do my Deep Thinker's ability from the Cathalar, and try and bring out the Rune of Petrification, autocast on a 9.
Okay, try to unbind with Arkhan. Nope, goes off.
We're going to try to bring out the Aether Void Pendulum from the Stone Mage.
Okay.
It goes off at 6.
Okay. Let me see. I want to unbind other things, so go ahead.
Yeah.
Pendulum's out, and my horses are very scared. My undead horses are terrified of the pendulum.
They are. They got all those bad vibes from earlier.
Yeah, they got all those bad vibes. They're super bummed out. Okay, what are you going to do for casting now?
The Cathalar is going to do Mystic Shield on Avelenor.
Okay.
That was a 9.
Okay. Unbound with a not unbound. That was a 9. Okay, so Mystic Shield goes off on Avelenor.
Nice.
Keep going, I'll give him a button.
Because he really needs that.
He really needs Mystic Shield, yeah. I'm just not going to attack him for the whole game, unless it's mortal wounds.
Let's do Greater Power of Hysh from Leroy in the back.
Okay. Holy crap, Michael, on a 12?
Yeah.
That means I need to roll a 12.
Yeah.
No, I'm +2. I need to roll an 11.
Sure.
I need to roll an 11 or a 12 with Arkhan.
You can do it.
To shut that off.
Go for it. I'll stop talking.
I hate it. I'm going to let it go off.
Okay. D3 units. Only 1.
Okay, good.
Let's put it on. Okay, let's put it on the archers.
Okay, the archers have blessed sun metal weapons.
They do.
Okay, continue with your casting, good sir.
Okay. These horses on this side will do speed.
Okay.
That's an 8. Goes off.
Okay, I will try to unbind with my last dispel from him. Jeez, Arkhan, you're killing me. I put him there for a reason. Okay, so you got speed of Hysh on the Stone Guard.
Yep. Let's do protection of so-and-so.
Who's got protection?
The archers do.
The archers have, okay.
Goes off on a 9
Okay.
or an 8. It's a high cast. It's definitely not a 3. On the other horses.
They have speed and they have empower weapons.
Yeah. So let's do power, the weapons.
Okay, weapons are mortal woundy.
That's it.
Beauty. All right, well, Michael, movement.
I get to move the Aether Void Pendulum.
Move the Aether Void pendulum, put it on the other side of me and do D3 mortal wounds.
On a 2-up, D3 mortals.
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
you did it. I'm
Here we
so
go.
proud of you. I shrug 2 and take 1 mortal wound. Good job, Aether Void.
Now, David, it's coming right at you, though.
I know, it's coming right at my whole army. I'll probably just let it cut through me because I just don't care.
You want to just proc this while we're still on camera?
Yeah, because it's the beginning of the movement phase now, so let's see what happens. Let's
Yeah.
go on the Mortek Guard. Mortek?
Mortek.
Horses.
Nope. And then, yes. For 2 mortals on the
6.
horses.
Shrug 1, take 1.
Very nice.
Let's get into movement, Michael.
Let's do movement.
All right, see you in a minute. We're back from Michael's movement phase. Michael, why don't you explain what's happening with these Dawnriders, because we had a little miscommunication during the hero phase.
So in the hero phase, I went to cast my Speed of Hysh. My intended target for them was the horses.
Yes, I thought it was the Stone Guard, it was the horses. That is obviously a smarter decision, and that was his intention, so that's where the spell went, and that's why they are 3 inches away from the Mortek Guard, who cannot redeploy because they're Bonereapers. So now let's get into the rest of your movement phase. We've got the rune there that's ready to proc.
Right.
Let's start over here with your general.
The general moved up so that he's tagged into that terrain, so he gets his ward now, so that's helpful. The Stone Guard moved up onto the point. They don't need to be there, but they need to move forward.
Yep.
Avelenor moved forward so that he's looking at his 3-inch charge on those Dawnriders.
Because that's your battle tactic.
Yep, and then my Stone Guard fell out, the Bladelords stayed in.
Yep.
All of my Sentinels moved forward. My Ballista in the back also moved forward. And then the Dawnriders who were on the other side of the shrine moved to screen out that side, just in case Arkhan decides to be, Arkhan the Black decides to be cheeky and teleport over there.
He will.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over there anyway. Full send, baby. And then this is actually your general.
Yes, the general is
correct.
actually the Stone Mage who stood perfectly still because that's his jam.
Yeah, isn't he is he War Master?
No.
Lyrior? Okay, I was just wondering. Okay, good stuff. So that's where everything is. Let's get set up on the Rune of Petrification right here and see if you do any mortals into my horses and my Mortek Guard. Okay, the Rune of Petrification has no effect on Lumineth Realmlords units. Let's see if it procs on my horses and then my Mortek Guard.
Horses? Nope.
No, Mortek Guard. No, okay, I'm fine. Let's get set up for shooting.
Let's fire with the Ballista into Arkhan the Black.
Okay, cool, sounds good. He's trying to punch some damage through because it's extra damage into monsters.
Yeah.
I do have Protection of Nagash, so if I take damage, I will go somewhere else.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is hits on 2s, 3 attacks. Okay. 2 hits. Wounds on 3s. 1 wound.
Okay.
It's Ren 2.
Okay, so it's Ren 1 because I ignore your first Ren, and then I'm a 4-up save, so we're on 5s. Saved it.
Standard Ballista affair.
Not as bad as a Killabo, though. Beast Skewer Killabo is the worst.
Just the worst. We're going to do lofted shots from the Sentinels into these Dawnriders.
Okay, sounds good. Lofted into the Dawnriders. I got a 6-up ward against mortals, and then I've got a +1 to my save, so I'll be on a 3-up.
We only have 14 shots, so no all-out attack. Let's hit on 4s, mortals on 5s and 6s. 1, 2, 3.
4 mortals.
1 wound.
Okay, 3-up. Saved it, and then I've got 4 mortals.
Yep.
6s. Save 1. So 1 horse goes down, and 1's on 1 wound.
Avelenor is going to fire into the same target. This is where we're going to all-out attack.
Okay, sounds good.
1 attack, hits on a 2, wounds on a 2, Ren 2, sir.
Okay, I'm +2 to my save because I'm ignoring first Ren, and I have Mystic Shield, so 4. Saved it.
All right, let's charge with the Dawnriders.
An 8.
Avelenor, can you make a 3-inch charge, or do I have to spend a command point?
Oh, he can do it. He's got a 9. Are you sure you don't want to charge somewhere else? Why don't you charge into your own people? That would be great. I'm going to move this marker. I'm so proud of how these guys did against that shooting. Like, I know this Dawnrider unit is gone, but that felt pretty good. Michael, you get to do a monstrous action with Avelenor the Mountain, the Mega Moo Cow. What are you going to do?
The Stoneheart King. How many wounds has that one Dawnrider suffered? I can't see from here.
He's not a Dawnrider, he's a Dawnrider.
Yes.
Dawnrider or Deathrider, that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
very thematic. He suffered 2.
He suffered 2.
So if you stomp him out, he'll die.
Okay. Stomp a clock.
Okay. Oh, Michael. Oh, Michael. Well, it didn't matter. Even if you roared, it wouldn't have done anything. Nope. So, cool. Let's get into activations. You get to activate 2 with your lightning fast reactions. So, you just fight like this, apparently. So where do you want to start?
So we're going to start with the Bladelords.
Okay.
So that we can try and soften up these Dawnriders, Dawnriders, before Avelenor goes into them.
Okay, they're going to bludgeon, so they're down to 8.
Okay.
Relentless discipline points.
So let's do 4 attacks with the Sergeant. 1 mortal.
Okay.
And 2 wounds. At Ren 1, which you ignore.
Okay, I saved those. So I've got 1 mortal.
And then 4 perfect strikes.
Holy crap, Michael! Those were perfect strikes.
Yeah, 4.
I'm so proud of you. So 5 mortals total. 6s, 2 ignores. I ignores none. Michael, while you're looking up the rules for your Dawnriders, I'm just going to go ahead and shield wall, so I'm re-rolling my saves.
Cool.
And everything's in range because you have 2-inch reach, right? Mm-hmm. Except for the horses.
Correct, Mundo. The dashing hooves.
So you've got 2 sets of hooves in, but you have 5 lances in.
Right.
Okay.
These are going to be 3s and 3s at Ren 1.
Okay. 1 mortal.
Nice. So 3, 6, 7 wounds, which you ignore my rend and you re-roll your saves.
Okay, 4 up re-rolling.
4 up re-rolling. The bane of my existence. It hurts me so much, David.
Okay, but I do take 4 damage. So I've taken 5 damage total with that mortal, and then you've got your hooves.
The dashing hooves.
Okay.
Nothing.
All right, I've got 5 deathless saves. I shrug 1. 4 Mortek Guard go down. Okay, 5 attacks. I'm -1 to hit, and I'm bludgeoned. So this is going to be exploding 5s.
Aether Quartz.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's going to be 7 attacks. They have 3 attacks each. Exploding 5s. Okay, you did Aether Quartz for +1 to save?
Yes.
Okay, I'm -1 to hit, so those hit, but I have 3 explosions, so we end up getting 8. Roll 7 dice and we get 8. That's not bad. I say that same thing every time. I've been playing these guys for 3 years, and I say that every time. Wounding on 4s.
Oh, no.
Pretty good. Make 2 saves at -2.
5s. Kill them both.
Okay, got Bladelord. And then we've got the
Your
hooves.
bounty hunters got 2 Bladelords.
Oh, yes, I am bounty hunters. We got 2 Bladelords. Bounty hunters rock. Too bad they're going to go away soon. Okay, hooves. 4s and 3s. Goes to 5s and 3s because of Shining Company, and I fail. All right, I'm all done. Okay, I don't know if you can do 5 damage with your 5 damage attacks.
We're going to all-out attack, just to be sure. Hitting on 2s, wounding on 2s.
Oh, Michael.
Take a mortal.
Okay,
Suck it.
I'll take 1 mortal wound. I don't think you're going to do it, dude. What are you on, 2s? Okay. On moves?
Ren 2.
Okay, so I'm on 5s because I ignore one of your Ren. I fail them all.
Take 16 damage.
Okay, do I take 2, 4, 6, 8? Okay, let's see if I take 5 damage. I do. They're dead.
Okay, great.
Did we know they were going to die? Yes. Did they take a couple Bladelords and Stone Guard with them? Yes. Okay, let's get back onto the Dawnriders and fight with the Mortek Guard. Michael fighting into some Dawnriders. This is going to be 4s and 4s because of Shining Company. I have exploding 6s with my Netherite weapons. 2 explosions. And 4s. Make 2 saves. -1.
5s. Save 1 total.
1 damage.
1 damage.
Take that, horse.
Use the horses with the morsist. We're going to spend our last command point to auto-pass the Bladelords.
Okay.
And we're done.
Yeah, you didn't lose any other units. Very nice. I never take bravery. Yeah, all right, let's get on the hero cam and score you up. Michael, we're back from your turn. It went about as good as I thought it would.
Yeah, it was good.
You got your battle tactic.
I did, 2 points.
And we can't control objectives yet, so that's where we're at with that.
And it's roll-off time.
Yeah, it's roll-off time. I break ties, Michael.
Yeah. Hey up.
Oh, you got a 4. Are you going to take the turn?
Yeah, we're going to take the double turn.
All right, Michael's going to take the double. We'll be back for Battle Round 2, Lumineth Realmlords. We're back for Battle Round 2. Lumineth Realmlords won the roll-off. It was a big one. Michael, what are you going to do for your battle tactic, buddy?
We're just going to do desecrate their lands. Because this terrain feature right there, we can just desecrate and call it a day.
Completing. That's good. Okay. Let's get into heroic actions.
Sure. Let's see. I'm going to try and get a command point with Avelenor on 4 up. Nope.
Just bounced.
It just bounced. It just directly bounced.
I couldn't even recreate that. That's what you did. That was pretty good. I am going to make, let's see, I now have my wizard within unbind range of 1 unit. I've got him. Just because I don't need to do anything else, let's just go ahead and make my Liege Cavalosa wizard again.
Okay.
And I need to generate relentless discipline points. I get 6 + 3 for going second. And I have 10 units now. So I'm getting 11 Relentless Discipline points to start, and you can carry on with your turn, buddy.
Cool. I'm immediately going to use the command point that I generate with Mr. Leroy.
Okay.
To do a rally.
Okay.
And I'm actually going to rally on Stone Guard now, because they are battle tech. They are Grand Strat.
Okay, you get one Stone Guard back. All right, good rally, Michael. Anytime you get a Stone Guard back, you're winning. So what's next?
Do you want to dispel any endless spells?
Yeah, I'm going to try to dispel this endless spell. It casts on an 8, right?
Yes.
So I need a 7. All right, it goes away. One less thorn in my side. I could have also dispelled the Aether Void Pendulum because it is going to hit my horses, but the Rune of Petrification has worse consequences. So.
Yeah.
Okay, back into your turn.
Let's do
casting.
Let's do Overwhelming Heat from the Cathalar. Only one target right there. Needed a 7. That's a 6. I'm going to just let it go. That's not the most important cast.
Okay.
So we're going to let that go. Let's do from Leroy, Greater Power of Hysh.
Okay.
That's an 8. 9.
9. Do I try to unbind that? I think that's one of the ones that I want to try to unbind. So Arkhan needs an 8 on dice. Nope, goes off. So D3 units.
For 1. He's just going to put that on the Sentinels.
Okay, Sentinels are hished.
Let's do Power of Hysh right here on these Dawnriders.
Okay. On a 10.
Went off on a 10.
I'll try to unbind that with this guy back here just because he's not doing anything. Oh, I thought it was going to unbind. I saw a 5. Okay, so they've got power. I'll give them, they've got the power. They've got the power.
Let's do Protection of Hysh from the Sentinels.
Okay.
For an 8. Nope. Let's do Mystic Shield from the Stone Mage onto Avelenor.
Ooh, on an 11?
Just a casual 11.
I need a 10 on dice with Arkhan. Oh, I got a 9. So close. Mystic Shield on the Battle Cattle. Dislike very much.
Now we're going to do Speed of Hysh from the Dawnriders onto Avelenor. 6.
Speed of Hysh goes off.
So Avelenor is moving 12 now. He's just the fastest mountain you've ever seen.
He is. He's very fast.
Let's see. I think that's all of the casting. Yes, everyone has cast.
Okay.
The Cathalar has one more cast, but she has nothing else in range. So she's all done.
Okay.
Let's move the Aether Void Pendulum.
Okay. All right, Michael. On a 2-up, I take D3 mortal wounds. I do. For 3. 6s. 1 horse dies.
You've never seen the pendulum do this much work.
Oh, it did work. It did work.
It's up to like 4 mortals. I think that's it.
All right, let's get into movement. We'll be right back to show you what Michael did. Michael's entire army has marched forward. Let's start with Lyrior. What's he doing?
Lyrior moved up to just tag that terrain and get a ward. So he's just hanging out.
Stone Guard?
Stone Guard put all their bodies onto the point. They're within the terrain feature.
Yep, so they got a +1 to their save. And then Dawnriders?
Dawnriders moved to just block this hole, just so to protect the Sentinels a little bit better.
Okay.
Same here with the these 3 Stone Guard, and then the Bladelord are on the far side. The Sentinels stayed mostly still, the Ballista stayed mostly still, and the Cathalar is just watching ominously from the back. And then Avelenor is sprinted forward.
Yes, with Speed of Hysh. He's got a 3 or 4 inch charge on some Mortek Guard. He could potentially go into Arkhan, who's sitting on Protection and a Gash. And then over here, I've got 3 horses on Mystic Shield, my Liege Cavalos, Crawlers, and a couple units of Mortek Guard. So let's go ahead and get into Michael's shooting.
So let's fire with the Ballista in the back.
Okay, Ballista. What's it shooting?
It's going to shoot these Mortek Guard who are locked in combat right here.
Okay, sounds good.
3 ones. Okay, good job, Ballista. Let's fire the Sentinels.
Okay, what are they shooting at?
Into the Mortek Guard.
Okay.
So let's do our lofted shots.
Okay.
Mortals on 5s, hits on 4s.
Ooh, hits on 4s, so you got 1 hit.
No wounds.
Okay, so I've got 6.
6.
1 alive.
Geomantic Blast from Avelenor.
Okay.
All out attack, David.
Okay, so what are you on, 2s and 2s?
Yep.
Okay. Yes!
I knew
I'm so
it.
happy you used a command point on that.
I knew
Okay.
that was going to happen.
Shooting complete. Let's get into charges. Where do you want to start?
Let's start with Avelenor.
Okay.
Let's see what he has. He can go anywhere he wants.
Okay, he gets a 10.
Avelenor smashed into just David's whole army on this side.
He did. He just tagged 4 units, so there he is. And now, do we have any other charges to do, Michael? Okay, cool. So let's get into monstrous action, starting with you. What are you going to do?
I would like to both roar and stomp, David.
He's going to do a roar stomp.
I would like to roar the Mortek Guard so that they cannot shield wall.
Okay,
Roared.
beautiful. I am going to roar into Avelenor. Roared.
Okay.
Okay, now you get to activate both of your units, so it doesn't really matter where you start, so we might as well start with the king. All right, so I can't shield wall here,
Correct.
so I am going to bludgeon with Arkhan. I am going to do nothing with these, and I'm going to shield wall with this guy. See if he can stay alive.
Okay.
So I'm down to 9 relentless Ds. You're gonna put everything into
I'm gonna
Arkhan?
put everything into Arkhan.
Okay, sounds good.
Which means I should have Titanic Duel,
Sure.
but
Yeah.
I'm changing my mind
Okay.
halfway through. So
Sounds
let's
good.
go for it. Take 2 mortals.
Okay.
And only two go through. So 2 at -2.
5s. Save 1, fail 1. So I take 7 damage.
Yep.
Okay.
And then the hooves. I don't think the hooves do
No,
any
they
mortals.
don't.
And one from the hoof. It's -1, so your normal save.
I failed it.
2 damage.
Okay. 5s. Okay. I take 2, 4, 6, 7 damage, and he teleports. Let's just see how many mortals you do. Dawnriders, baby. That is like 8 mortal wounds. 7 mortal wounds. 8 mortal wounds. Okay. 3's missed, right?
No. No, 3's hit. You can roll those mortals.
He's dead.
It's super.
Okay. You got him. All right, now I'm going to fight with everything I have into Avelenor. Avelenor's got Mystic Shield.
Yep.
Okay, so he's on a 2-up against all of my attacks.
Yep.
Okay, so let's fight with the horses first. 10. I -1 to hit because of his aura, so we're looking for 4s with exploding 6s.
That was a lot of explosions.
That was pretty good. And then 4s. All right, 2, 4, 6. Take your 2-ups.
Took 1.
Okay, and then the hooves. This is 5s and 3s. 2. Take your 2s.
Good.
Okay, and then the Mortek Guard are going to pile in and fight him as well. 4s and 4s with exploding 6s because of your debuff.
You know, be faster than giving them exploding 6s. Just
Auto wound.
+1 hit. It'd be literally
+1 to hit if they get charged would be cool.
It'd be the same thing.
I like exploding 6s though.
Sure.
It's fun. It's like I get more dice.
I think mathematically
4s.
it's the same.
All right, Chonky boy, make 11 more saves. Hold on. Yep, 11 more saves on 2s.
3 wounds.
Okay?
So he suffered 4 wounds so far.
Yeah.
Let's get on to the hero cam. Score me up.
Well, hot dang, Michael, that was super aggressive, full send technique, real Devereaux style. So, how many points did you score?
So I scored 2 points for completing my battle tactic.
Yep.
I get 1 point for holding that objective, 2 points for grabbing this one, a bonus point for having a Galatian veteran on it while I capture it.
For 6.
For 6 points.
Beautiful.
I feel like this was really bizarre. Even while I was doing it, I was like changing my mind of what I wanted to do.
Yes.
Halfway through, I switched plans and was like, I'm actually just gonna put everything into Arkhan. And if I had actually dedicated to that and done Titanic Duel, I probably could have lifted him. Instead, I did this weird, I'm going to roar this, and then I changed my mind.
Yeah.
So Arkhan's still alive. He teleported back here.
Yep, so protection of gas was unbound. He had taken 7 wounds. I contemplated putting him back here. Since my turn was coming, I could have moved in, lifted a ballista, killed some, I could have been a havok over there, but I have to be here to take care of the immediate threat, and then I can focus on that a little bit later. So my battle tactic this time around is just gonna be against the odds, because I don't want to risk missing a battle tactic right now because you're already up in points.
Sure.
So I'm going to do against the odds, and this Mortek Guard unit, no, let's say this crawler will be on this objective at the end of the turn.
Okay.
And then for my heroic action, I'm going to do Necromantic Mastery with the little guy.
Okay.
And
that just goes off.
Okay.
And then for my heroic, so let's get him a command point on the 4-up.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay, how many command points do you have?
I have 2 and 1 more from the shrine, so I have 3 total.
Okay, and then I have 10 relentless discipline points. I got 1 extra one at the beginning of the turn. Okay, let's do the punishment. The punishment is going to go into Avelenor on a 2-up mortal wound. He takes a mortal wound.
1 mortal. Okay.
Okay, let's do our healing stuff. I am going to heal for 3. And then I am going to bring back 1 horse. Or actually, I can't bring back a horse. I can only heal this horse. It says if no wounds are allocated, you can bring back.
That's right.
So I'll do that. And then let's get into casting. Arcane Bolt with this dude. Actually, he has Necromantic Mastery, so let's actually first cast Soul Guide. Okay, that goes off, can't be unbound.
Okay.
Then he's going to cast Arcane Bolt, and that goes off with an 8.
So I'm going to try it with those Dawnriders.
Okay.
You got it. Arcane Bolt.
Okay, Arcane Bolt. Okay, let's cast with Arkhan. Arkhan is going to cast Arcane Bolt 3 times, I think.
Well, you're going to charge him up and send him in?
I think so.
Just nuke him with arcane magic.
That seems like something Dave would do. He's still +2 to cast, even though he suffered 4.
Wow.
And he can cast Arcane Bolt any number of times, even if another caster has cast it, and he's a 3 caster. So let's do the first one. Okay, the first one goes off on an 8.
So let's try from these guys.
Okay.
Denied.
Okay, the second one goes off on a 9.
Let's try from the Stone Mage.
Okay.
Okay, you got 1 Arcane Bolt.
Okay, and then the third one goes off on a 9.
Let's try from Leroy. You got it.
Okay, so he's got 2 Arcane Bolts. That's all my casting, Michael. I'm going all in.
I see that.
I'm going all in. So let's go ahead and get into movement, and then we'll show you what I did.
David, the name of the game has become Take Down the Mountain, and you've moved your whole army around Avelenor. Walk us through what you got going on over here.
Yeah, so let's start over here with the Dawnriders. The Dawnriders took a Aether Void Pendulum to the face. So they lost 1, and then they retreated out of combat. Mortek Guard are staying for the fight. My general is going in to fight Avelenor. The Mortek Crawler had to retreat because he was within 3, so this Mortek Crawler cannot shoot for this turn. Arkhan the Black with 2 Arcane Bolts is right here. The other Liege Cavalos is right here, and then the Soul Mason with 1 Arcane Bolt is right here. And then we moved these 10 Mortek Guard onto the point, and we moved our catapult back 7 inches using a Relentless Discipline point. So I have 9 Relentless Discipline points, and I have 1 shooting attack to do coming from this catapult, and I'm going to try to shoot into the archers. Michael, I've given 1 extra attack to my Mortek Crawler with Endless Duty from the Liege Cavalos.
Yep.
I have Soul Guide, so I'm re-rolling once.
And we're going to Mystic Shield.
Okay. Sounds good.
Defense.
You're going to all-out defense with your once per battle round command thingy.
Yep.
So this is 2s re-rolling 1s, 3s into the archers.
So hitting on 3s. They all hit.
Okay. Make 3 saves.
4s. It's 10 damage.
Charging with my general. Go, buddy! 4 inches. He's in.
Make it happen, Captain.
Boop.
So you roll 4 dice now?
Yep. Mortals on 6s. 1 mortal. 1 mortal wound.
All right.
I'm going to charge the other Liege Cavalos with an 8.
Oh, does he gets +1?
No, he doesn't get +1, I'm sorry. I just wanted to give him +1. I'm gonna get in the way of the Aether Void Pendulum, Michael, so you don't have to get hit by your own stuff.
That's so nice of you, David.
Okay, so he's done. Let's do impact hits. Mortals on 6s.
7.
Oh, no mortals.
Okay.
Okay, let's charge Arkhan.
Okay.
Okay, he gets a 7.
I'm feeling a little bit surrounded, David.
Yeah, you'll be fine though. You'll be fine. Let's get into monstrous actions.
Let's do it.
What are you going to do for your monstrous action, Michael?
I believe your monstrous action goes first.
Okay, I am going to a Titanic Duel into Avelenor since I'm -1 to hit.
That makes sense. I am going to Titanic Duel Arkhan.
Okay, you're going to Titanic Duel Arkhan.
Yep,
Beautiful.
Let's see if we survive. I'll swing everything in Arkhan again.
Okay, sounds good. So let's get to the top of the combat. I'm going to unleash all 3 arcane bolts into Avelenor.
Okay. 2d3
So-
+1?
Yep, so he's just going to take 1, so he'll be up to 7 suffered, and then let's roll the 2d3 for 5 more. I have done lots of thinking about what I want to do here. So at the start of the combat phase, I'm going to fight with Arkhan the Black first. I'm going to give endless duty to both of my liege Cavalos, and we're going to get into fighting with Arkhan the Black. He's +1 to hit, then he's -1 to hit because of the Mega Moo Cow's aura. So let's see what happens. Arkhan the Black has 1 attack with Zephyr. This is 3s and 3s. Okay, it hits. Make a 2-up save.
Nope.
D3 damage for 1. Kanashan, 4s and 3s. Hits. Nothing. Nothing. Ebon Claws, 4s and 3s. 4, 6. Oh, and then the fun one, 6 attacks, 6s and 4s. I'm sorry, 5s and 4s.
6s are mortals?
6s are mortals, yes. 3 mortal wounds.
He's dead.
Okay, we
got
got him. We got him. Holy cow, Michael, we got him. Michael, it looks like some Dawnriders have a death wish.
Wow.
5 attacks,
Everything in Arkhan.
6 attacks. Right? Doesn't your leader get an extra one?
I don't know.
Okay. 3 mortal wounds.
Yep. Let's look at the leader thing. No, because he has the Sun Metal sword.
Okay.
In addition to.
Okay. So the lances do 3 mortals.
3
I'll set those
mortals.
off to the side.
And 2 wounds. No rend because we didn't charge.
Save 1, fail 1.
Okay. Single damage.
Okay.
And then the hooves.
Okay. Nice. Nice hoof attack.
And then 1 more from the hoof.
I failed it.
That's it.
Okay, let's do 6s. I miss all of them. So
Oh, no.
he takes 9 damage, or he's up to 9 damage. And now, oh, now you've done it, Michael. The Liege Cavalos is going to fight. He's got 4 attacks with his Commander's Blade. This is going to be 4s and 3s because of your Shining Company. Wish he had a Nadirite weapon, but he doesn't.
All our
3s.
defense, David.
Oh, okay, sure. Now that you know how many attacks I've done,
You rolled really,
I see. Okay.
You rolled fast.
I rolled really good, so use that all-out defense.
I'm doing it.
You got 3 saves at -1.
I failed them both. See?
3 saves at -1.
Well, I saved 1.
Okay. Okay, 4 damage.
Okay.
Now all the attacks happen at once, so you still have Shining Company for now. Okay, so 2 attacks with the Battle Shield, 4s and 4s. 1 wound.
Saved it.
It has no rend. Barbed hooves and tails. This is 7 attacks. 4s and 3s because of Shining Company. Make 3 saves, -1. That's a failure.
Let's see. So saved 2.
Okay, single damage. So one more horse goes down. All right, that's the end of the combat, it would seem. Let's get onto the hero cam and score me up.
Ossiarch BoneReapers have completed their turn. David, how did you score?
I scored 4 points.
Yep.
I hold 1. I have Galatian veterans on there, and I completed against the odds. I had to deal with the immediate threat of Avelenor. It was very nice to get him off the board. I still have a lot of things to get into, but I also was able to get rid of 10-year archers. So I've got play.
Yep.
I don't know if it's game-winning play, but I'm definitely going to be able to stick around for a couple more turns, so that's fantastic. So it's time to get into the roll-off, bro.
It is time.
You break ties,
I
so
do.
go ahead and just roll a dice. Okay,
5
that's
is
pretty
strong
good. Oh, you got it. I think you have to take the
We
turn.
have to take turns because we didn't do enough work with Avelenor. Avelenor went in and literally just slapped around a bit and then died.
Yeah.
So I need to be able to capitalize and do a bunch of damage right now.
Yep, absolutely. So we will be back for the top of Battle Round 3, Lumineth Realmlords. We're back for the top of Battle Round 3, Lumineth Realmlords, man. They didn't let me get a double, so I think you're in okay shape. You can lift something important this turn, which is good for you. So what are you going to do for your battle tactic, buddy?
I'm going to do eye for an eye and just kill a unit.
Cool.
Should be able to do that.
Yep.
And then let's do a heroic action.
Okay.
Let's get a command point with my general.
Okay.
He does not get one.
Okay, before I do my heroic action, I want to try to get rid of the Aether Void Pendulum. Let's do that with this caster here.
Okay.
It's gone.
Okay.
And then for my heroic action, I am going to not do heroic recovery because I'm in combat, unfortunately. So I will go ahead and do Finest Hour with Arkhan, just for fun.
Just for funsies.
Just for funsies. I think you're going to get him with mortals, but you're going to have to dedicate some tools to it.
Sure.
Okay, into your casting.
Let's do Living Fissure from the Stone Mage.
Okay, into what?
I pick a point 18 inches away, and everything from that point that crosses that line takes mortals on a 2-up.
Okay, sounds good.
And that went off on an 11.
I'll try to unbind with my Soul Mason. Nope, goes off. Now what's within 18 inches?
It should be right on his base.
So the Liege, Cavalos, and Arkhan the Black.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to pull up the... On a 2-up, suffers D3 mortals. So 2-up here.
Okay.
Yes. 2 mortals.
He's dead.
Battle tactic complete.
Goodbye, Arkhan.
And then
the other guy.
2-up on the Liege. Yes. For 2 mortals.
Okay, he takes it.
How many wounds does that chunky guy have?
7.
7. Okay. Let's do Overwhelming Heat from the Cathalar in the back
Okay.
to the Liege Cavalos.
Okay.
So 4. She's going to use the Luminor's ability to reroll it.
Okay, I'm out of unbind range.
So she's going to reroll. That goes off in a 7.
Okay.
So let's pull it up for Overwhelming Heat. Overwhelming Heat, let's see, we have the move characteristic of the Liege now.
Okay.
And then we roll a dice. If the dice is equal to or greater than the unit's save characteristic, it suffers D3 mortals.
Okay.
So its save is a 3.
Yep. Okay. D3?
D3 for 1.
Okay, he takes it.
Now we're going to bring out the Rune of Petrification.
Okay. On an 8.
I forgot to do a thing. Do you mind?
You did. No, go ahead and rally your
I
archers.
want to rally my archers.
You forgot to rally. We all know you want to rally, though. You got more command points than you know what to do with.
We get 2.
2 archers. Okay, I'll grab them for you.
Leroy's going to cast Greater Power of Hysh.
Okay.
One off on a 9.
10, because you're +1. I'll try to unbind. Nope, goes off.
And then he gets it on 2.
Okay.
So let's put it on.
Who's he giving it to?
Let's put it on.
Horses and sentinels have power of Hysh.
Okay.
What's next?
Horses are going to cast Speed on themselves.
Okay.
That is a 5. That does go off.
It goes off on a 5?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have no other unbinds.
Okay, and then we're going to end with Protection of Hysh from the Sentinels.
Okay.
Does not go off.
Okay.
And I don't want to re-roll it. They are no longer wizards. So that is all of our casting.
Okay.
At the top of movement, let's
see what happens.
this
On a
procs.
4-up, I do take 2 mortals, 6s. Oh, I take 2 more mortals.
Okay, that's going to be it. Let's move into movement.
Okay. Michael, you've completed your movement phase. Why don't you tell me what you did starting with the Dawnriders?
The Dawnriders hauled butt all the way up, and they're going to try and take out some Mortek Guard who are hanging out over here.
Yep, there's actually 2 Dawnriders that are a separate unit that are right there. And then what's going on in the backfield?
Let's see. Our Alarith unit, the Stone Guard, are hanging out on this point. These guys moved into terrain, actually. They're just moving away, trying to stay a little more durable.
Okay.
I'm a scourge of the catapults. I'm screening with Leroy. He's hanging out up front. And those Bladelords moved into the building, so they're getting that bonus to save as well. The catapult's hanging out in the back, and the Sentinels are doing what they do, standing on the point.
Excellent. Well, let's get into shooting.
Well, let's see if the Rune of Petrification gets to proc one
Oh
more
yeah,
time.
here, just stay on. We'll stay on right here. Do you do it?
I do not proc.
You do not. Okay, we'll be back for shooting.
Let's fire with the Sentinels
Okay.
into your liege. They're going to be hitting on 3s because they're not doing their lofted shots.
Yeah, you're going to do aimed shots.
Aimed shots.
Okay, cool.
And mortals on 5s.
Okay, let's see if I shrug those mortals. If I don't, I'm dead.
Okay.
Okay? I'm dead.
Perfect.
Okay? Liege Cavalos, Gonski.
Let's fire into these Mortek Guard right here.
Okay, sounds good. The Ballista firing into the Mortek Guard.
Hit on 2s. Wound on 3s. 1 wound.
I failed it.
Okay, it's D3. Here comes a 1. That's 2 damage.
6s. Okay, take 2.
Excellent. Let's shoot with Leroy.
What's he shooting at?
Same unit on Mortek Guard, this one over here.
Okay, in the Mortek Guard.
Hits on 2. Wounds on a 2. It's red 2.
Saved it.
Nice. Let's charge.
These 2 horses in the bottom right are going to charge. Ski.
Okay.
10's good.
Charging with the Dawnriders.
10. Michael has completed his charge.
Yeah.
We're getting into combat phase now.
Yes.
I'm going to shield wall
Okay.
with the Mortek Guard.
Okay.
And I'm going to bludgeon with the caster and the Mortek Crawler.
Interesting. Okay.
That's what I'm going to do.
Okay. So let's activate the big squad first.
Okay.
And let's just put everything into the Mortek Guard.
Okay, everything into the Mortek Guard.
Let's all out attack,
Okay.
because that seems good. So these are from the lances. Hitting on 2s.
Your power, so you got mortals on 5s.
And these wound on 3s.
Okay.
So 2, 4, 6 at -1.
4-up rerolling. Take 2 damage.
Okay.
Then I had 4 mortals.
Yeah. You want to hold on to that? I'll finish the.
Sure.
Finish
You got the
rest of this.
horses.
And I have the Sunmetal. I have the blade from the sergeant. The Guardian sword from the sergeant. 2 attacks from the Guardian sword. Let's see. Pretty sure 6 is.
It's a sun metal weapon.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
Okay, so 1 mortal.
Hup. And then a wound.
What's the rend?
It's Ren 1.
Okay, 4-up rerolling. I failed it, so that's 2 more damage.
2 more damage.
Okay, and then you've got your horses.
Right. 4 attacks with the horses. And 3 wounds.
A 4-up rerolling.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Those
take
4-ups have
4
abandoned
more
you.
damage. Yes, they have. Okay, 6s.
Did we lift him?
The sergeant is alive.
Oh, so close.
Okay, but you still get to attack with another unit.
Yeah, which is helpful. I was just kind of hoping to lift them and just swing on the other guy. Let's start with the Guardian sword from the sergeant. 2 attacks.
No mortal.
Hoop. No wound. And then let's do 6 attacks with the lances.
How many attacks do you get with the lances?
6.
Oh yeah, because I'm single wounded, right?
You're single wounded.
Okay.
And only 1.
Okay, 4 up re-rolling. Saved it.
And then the hooves.
I'm gonna fight with my leader
Okay.
into the 2-man squad.
Okay. I'll pop my Aether Sports.
Okay, sounds good.
For a plus to my save.
He's bludgeoned, so you're plus 1 and he's -2 Ren. Okay.
And then I can all out defense.
Okay. Okay. You're gonna do that?
Yep.
Okay. So this is gonna be 4s and 3s because you're not Shining Company. They miss.
Oh, okay.
And then he's gonna have 2 attacks from his mount, 4s and 3s. Okay. -2 Ren.
Failed it.
Single damage.
Okay.
Now my catapult is gonna fight you.
Get it, catapult.
Boom! He smashes into you to fight you. The catapult has 6 attacks with his crawler tools. 3s and 4s. I'm hitting you with shovels and mallets. That's how desperate I'm getting. 1 wound, -1.
3 up. Saved it.
Okay, and then the 1 dude. 3s hit, because you're no longer Shining Company. 3s. Make a save at -1.
3 up. Failed it.
Okay, we got us a horse. Cool. I don't ever take battle shock, and you only lost 1, so you can't fail. So I think that's the end of the turn.
That is it.
All right, let's get on to the hero cam and score Michael up. We're back for Michael's turn. It was pretty effective. The pressure is really on. Michael, how many points did you score?
Scored 5. 2 for holding center, 1 for my own, and then 2 for completing my battle tactic.
Yes.
I missed stealing this by 1. All I needed to do was kill this one guy,
Right.
and I would have sold that point from David.
Right.
So
You left my 1 Mortek Guard alive, so that was cool for me. Let's get into my turn now.
Let's do that.
This is the bottom of battle round 3. The score is 13 to not 13. It's less than that. For my battle tactic, I'm going to do Eye for an Eye. I'm just going to kill a unit. I think I can easily pull that off. And then for my heroic action, I'm going to do Necromantic Mastery with my Soul Mason.
Sounds good.
And what are you going to do for yours?
I'm going to try and get a command point with Leroy. Nope.
Okay.
I don't think I've gotten a single one.
You haven't gotten any, but you're all over that objective. You're in a good spot. You're happy where you are. So let's do the Bone Tithe Nexus. Is going to do a punishment.
1 punishment.
I'm going to do punishment of death on this guy.
Okay.
He takes a mortal wound.
Takes 1 mortal wound. You think you can do? I think you can manage to do 1 mortal.
I think I can manage to do 1 mortal because I'm going to cast a Arcane Bolt on a +2 right now with this guy, and it can't be unbound. Okay, that goes off with an 11.
Cool.
So we're going to hang on to that for a minute. For literally like a minute.
Yeah, 1 minute.
And we're going to cast Soul Guide on this catapult here. It goes off with a 9 because I'm still +2.
9? 9 you say. Let's try and dispel with Leroy.
Impossible. You can stop rolling dice now. And then it was a 1. Oh, that's great. Okay, here you go. That was fun. So Soul Guide goes off.
Yep.
On a 2 up, I can cast Soul Guide again. I can.
Yes.
Now I'm going to cast it on that unit. It goes off on a 5. No, it doesn't. It fails. All right, I'm all done with my casting.
Okay.
At the start of the movement phase, while we're on camera, I'm just going to unleash my Arcane Bolt on that dude. He's going to take D3 mortal wounds.
He did.
He's dead. Battle tactic complete.
Boom.
But more importantly, guys, I got my Mortek Crawler out of combat, which means that it can shoot, which is great. So let's get into movement phase, and we'll show you what I did.
David, you have completed your turn. Walk us through what you got going on over here.
Okay, so I pulled the pulled the Mortesian Soul Mason out of combat, so he doesn't die.
And move him 1 inch away from that terrain piece. Do it, or roll. Safe. Now he's safe.
Okay, he's safe. It's deadly, folks. This guy stayed in because I didn't want these to redeploy. So he's there. My general's moving in. He's going to get some into the Dawnriders. I did reknit constructs on these guys. They stayed stationary, and I've got like a 4-inch charge going into the horses. I was able to kill the horse that had this unit pinned into combat, so it can shoot. It does not have Soul Guide though. And then I have this unit right here, which does have Soul Guide, that's going to be able to shoot as well. So that's it. Army's getting small. Oh, one more thing. Way over here on the outside of the battlefield, we've got some Dawnriders. They don't know what they're doing. They're just hanging out and contemplating life. So that's fun. All right, let's go ahead and get into shooting. The first Mortek Crawler that has Soul Guide is going to shoot into the Sentinels.
Okay. We shall all out defense, David.
Okay, sounds good. I'm going to give him an extra attack using Endless Duty from the leader. So this is 3s re-rolling 1s.
Oh, okay. Reroll those. Okay, much better.
Okay, and then we're looking at 3s to wound. Okay, make 3 saves into your archers, Mike.
4s. They're all dead.
Okay, we finally got him. The second Mortek Crawler is going to shoot into the Dawnriders. This is going to be 3s, not re-rolling anything, 3s.
Go for it.
Make 1 save.
Hook. Failed it. 5 damage.
Okay.
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh! Mortek Crawler. Okay, shooting phase is complete. Let's go ahead and get set up for charges. Mortek Guard, charging in, +1. They get a 9. All right, now the general is going to go in. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the general is going to go in. He rolls a 4. Michael, I think that's enough. Boom!
Okay.
He's going to do impact hits on 4 dice, bro.
4 of them.
On 4 dice, 6s. Nothing happens.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, Michael, I am going to do bludgeon with my Mortek Guard, and I'm going to do endless duty with my general. So he gets +1 attacks, and then the Mortek Guard have +1 rend.
Cool.
So we've got 21 attacks.
Let's all out defense, and then +1 to save from the Aether Quartz. Hold strong, little roots.
The Mortek Guard are going to fight into the Dawnriders. Michael still is in Shining Company, so I'm -1 to hit. So this is going to be 4s and 4s with exploding 6s. 4s. Make 5 saves, so you're on 4 up.
Hold strong, little roots.
Pretty good.
Held strong. I lost 1 horse.
We got us a horse. The Dawnriders are too good to even look at my Mortek Guard.
3 lance attacks
Okay.
into the Mortek Guard. They all hit.
Okay.
Wounded
And,
on. I'm sorry.
That's 2 mortal wounds.
Yep. Thank you. And then wounded on 4s because we didn't charge. 2 wounds, no rend.
Okay. 4 up. Save 1, fail 1. That's 2 damage.
2 damage.
So I've taken 4 damage so far. Now horses.
Sergeant's sword.
Okay.
2 attacks with the Guardian sword. No hits. And now horses. Come on, horses, do all the work. Nothing.
Oh, horses. Okay. On 6s to ignore 1. So 3 Mortek Guard go down. So we've got 4 attacks. You're no longer Shining Company, so it's going to be 3s and 3s.
Seems good. 3s.
Okay. 3 saves, -1.
Yep. Failed 1.
2 damage.
You got another horse, David. Oh god. He's skewered.
Yeah. It's so funny because you can totally see it. I love it. I love it. How thematic. Okay. 3s and 4s on the battle shield. Make a save.
Saved it.
Okay, you're fine. And then 7 attacks on the barbed tails. It's 3s and 3s.
Get it.
Okay, make 4 saves at -1.
3s. Saved it.
Nice. You got 1 horse left. I mean, why wouldn't I try, right?
Yeah.
This is going to be 3s with exploding 6s.
Ooh. This sergeant he's going to do it.
If he kills this horse, he's MVP.
He's going to do it.
Make 2 saves.
Okay.
-1.
Take damage.
He took a damage. Nice. Didn't kill you, but you know, that's fine.
So we don't have any command points.
And you burnt your Aether Quartz, and you lost 4 horses.
We're dead.
he's dead, okay.
Morale, he ran.
Cool, well, I'm having fun killing your army, Michael, but I'm having a really hard time scoring, so let's get on the hero cam and talk about it.
Ossiarch BoneReapers have completed their turn. David, it seemed like a good turn, maybe not the highest scoring. How'd you score?
I scored 3 points. I'm having a great time killing elves. I'm having a hard time scoring.
Right.
But it's a blast. Anytime something runs into my territory, I'm able to kill it, which is good. So yeah, 3 points. So it's 9-13 right now.
Yes.
You've got a pretty commanding lead, and you break ties because you won the last roll off. So let's get into it, man. Let's see who goes next.
4 is fine.
Okay.
That's 6.
Time to take the double. Let's go ahead and snap off for a second, and we'll be back for battle round 4, Bonereapers.
The Ossiarch BoneReapers have taken the double. We got some ground to cover. David, what are we going to do?
Well, I am going to do Trample the Defiant. And this is a Bonereaper specific battle tactic. I need to complete a charge and be in combat with a unit at the end of my turn.
Sure.
I don't know where that's going to be yet. I'm using my tiny little pea brain to figure it out. But you'll see in a little bit what I do. So that'll be really good. And then we're going to get into heroic actions.
Heroic actions. I'm curious if I want to finest hour him, because he's out in the open.
Lyrior, yeah. And my general's staring at him.
So let's finest hour him. I think that seems like a really nice moment to use this.
Okay.
Because I'm scared of all those ballistas.
And he does only have 6 wounds.
Yeah.
So he could go down if Michael's not careful. Cool. Okay, let's go ahead and get into my casting. I did Necromantic Mastery, so I'm going to cast Soul Guide. And it goes off with a 7. Can't be unbound. And then I am going to empower shields on these guys, give them a 5-up ward against mortals. And that goes off with a 14, a 13, but unfortunately my artifact breaks.
Okay, broken the artifact.
Bummer. But they do have a 5-up ward against mortals. This thing's going to do its punishment. Punishment of death on this 1 wounded guy on a 2-up.
Dislike very much.
He's dead.
Okay. And he does not get his mortal save because that unit is not wholly on a terrain feature that I control.
Correctamundo.
Oh, he gets a ward because it's mystical terrain, David.
Okay. He's dead.
Okay, he's still dead.
Good call, though. Good call. As you can tell, we were very generous with this terrain today. If you're anywhere inside of it, you're good. Okay, so on a 2-up, I can cast Soul Guide again. I'm going to cast it on the other catapults, and it goes off on a 10.
You got it.
Okay, Soul Guide on both catapults. Cool.
Cool.
All right, I'm all done. Let's get into movement, and we'll show you what I did.
David, you have completed your movement phase. Walk us through what you got going on over here. Let's start in the back with these guys who stood perfectly still.
Reknit Constructs gave me a D3, and I rolled a 5, so I got 3 Mortek Guard. I moved the Mortek Crawlers onto the objective now that they're not in danger of being charged and shut down. My caster is sitting there happily where he belongs. And over here on the objective, I've started to move my Expert Conquerors onto the point. I don't have enough to take it right now, so we'll see what happens through shooting, charging, and combat. And then my General is hanging out right there, just doing his thing. And then we've got 2 Dawnriders. I gotta get a 5-inch charge to get my battle tactic.
All right, so we have the Rune of Petrification is gonna proc, so let's see if that does anything. So let's do it on the leash.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
Let's do it on the Mortek Guard. No.
Okay, Rune of Petrification does nothing. Am I -1 to charge?
You were -1 to charge.
Okay, that's cool.
So that is good for me.
Yeah, that is good. Let's go ahead and get on to shooting.
All right, where are these crawlers going to shoot?
This Mortek Crawler is going to shoot at the ballista.
Way in downtown.
Yep, 2s rerolling 1s, 3s on 3 attacks.
Let's Aether Quartz this guy.
Okay, you're going to Aether Quartz him.
Yep.
2s rerolling 1s. 3s. Make a save.
Hoop. Failed it.
Okay. 5 damage.
6s. 3 damage.
Okay. I'm going to shoot him again, Michael.
How dare you?
I shall shoot him again with the other Mortek Crawler.
Okay.
Same thing, 2s rerolling 1s. Everything hits. 3s, Michael. 1 wound.
1-4 up.
Oh, I hate it so much. I wanted to get rid of that guy.
Good job, you terrible ballista.
Okay, let's go ahead and get into charges. Let's start with my general.
Oh yeah, that general. He's looking angry. -1 to his charge.
He gets a 6, which is a 5. Which is fine to go into the Stone Guard.
Excellent.
He's moved in.
Okay.
Okay, and now the Mortek Guard are going to charge.
Uh-oh.
They're +1 to their charge, so +1, -1 washes out. And they get a 6, which is fine.
All right, David, for all the marbles, roll a 5.
They rolled a 6.
They're in.
Whew.
Did it.
Whew. For those of you who don't know, if I didn't say it already, if I rolled less than a 5 right there, I would have missed my battle tactic. So, okay, so I'm outside of 6. No unleash hell, Michael.
Perfect.
Okay. You're so nice. You just let me change my mind all the time.
Okay.
That's why I let you all out defense halfway through my attacks. It's fine. It's fine, Michael. We're friends. Okay.
If I roll fast enough, then you can't all out defense. I'll just roll. No, you can't do it. Sorry.
Death Rider Wedge. This has to go into the Cathalar.
You're minus. Oh yeah. It doesn't matter.
She takes 2 mortal wounds.
Okay.
How many wounds does Cathalar have?
Some,
we don't know. She's
some-
never been in combat
Yeah,
once.
some non-zero. I think it's 5.
Real quick, before we start combat, we're going to do impact hits on the Stone Guard. They take 2 mortal wounds. And then they have a 4-up ward to
4 ups.
mortals.
Save them both.
That was so fun, Michael.
I'm glad we went back for that.
I'm so glad that we went back and talked about that.
Yeah,
Okay,
important.
so I need to figure out how I want to activate here. You ignore all my rend, so that makes it easy.
Sure.
That makes it easy. I'm going to do Endless Duty on my general,
For additional attacks.
and I'm going to do Shield Wall to make sure that my Mortek Guards stick around.
Sounds great.
That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to fight with the Liege first, and he's going to go right here.
Okay. So we're already on a 3-up.
Yep.
Because we're in cover, so go for it.
Okay, so Commander's Blade, 4 attacks. All out attack, just kidding. 4 attacks, 3s and 3s. Ah, nothing.
Uh-oh.
And then the Natterite Shield, 3s and 4s. Ah, and then 7 attacks from the Barbed Tails,
Tail.
3s and 3s. All right, make 5 saves.
2, 4, 5 3-ups. Saved them all.
Very nice. He's done.
Wow. Okie dokie. We looked and looked and looked, and we can do 3 attacks, or 3 guys into the Mortek Guard, and 2 into your commander.
Yes?
So that's 5 attacks, because that sergeant has a mallet.
Yeah.
So 5 attacks into your, 4 attacks. 4 attacks into your sergeant,
Okay.
into your commander. One wound, rend 1, which you ignore.
I saved it.
You save it. Okay. 2, 4,
What do you know?
6 attacks into your Mortek Guard.
Okay.
1 mortal.
Okay.
Good, sir. Okay. And 3 wounds, rend 1, which you ignore.
Okay. 4-up rerolling. I save them all. And then I have a 5-up ward against mortal wounds because I cast shields and I take 1 damage.
Now, keep going. I am realizing, as soon as we're all done, that I could have adopted the stone stance with my stone mage to give them all rend 2. And I should have done that. But I
Yes.
did not.
Well, also, just now, I would have saved all of that, even if you had an extra rend, because I rolled 2 5s and a 6
Wouldn't have mattered.
on all of the saves, so it wouldn't have mattered, but next time it may. Okay?
Okay, so I got 1 guy.
Yep.
Sure go.
Okay, I'm gonna get my Mortek Guard piled in. This is gonna be kind of tricky with the terrain, so give me just a second. Okay, 1 guy is out, Michael, because I forgot to pile in my Liege Cavalier. So we've got 11 attacks,
Okay.
and these are gonna be 3s and 4s with exploding 6s. Make 3 saves, Michael.
3 ups. Failed 1. Taking 1 damage.
You've got a 6-up ward because you're on mystical terrain.
I do. Okay.
There you go.
1 damage.
Let's see if you could do a damage. He's finest hour, so that helps.
That does help.
He's got a sun metal weapon, which helps.
He has 2 sun metal weapons. Well, he has 1 sun metal, and then he has a demon blade. So the demon blade is not very good against you. So let's do the demon blade.
Okay.
Okay. This is 2s and 2s. So 1 at -1.
Saved it.
All right. That was D3 damage.
It was.
It was.
It would
And
have
then
been.
We have the Regent's Sword. No mortals.
Okay.
2 wounds.
He wounds on 2s?
We are finest hour.
Oh, crap. Okay.
So -1.
I failed 1.
It's 2 damage.
6s. And I shrug the first damage I take in every phase.
Of course.
Okay.
Horns and claws. 4 attacks. Okay. 1.
Saved it.
Good talk. That's the exciting content that everyone wants to see, is just this.
So are you guys keeping track? Are you keeping track? We did 1 damage.
Yep.
In that entire pile, we did 1 damage.
Well, I think I killed one of your guys.
Right, we each did 1 damage.
Yes.
Yes. So fun. All right,
Okay.
let's go over some horses.
Oh, maybe I should have slapped at the horsies. I forgot this was a thing.
Can I use a relentless ability, since I would have?
Nope. Of course you can.
Okay, they're gonna bludgeon.
Sure.
I'm splitting attacks, Michael.
Madman.
I'm a mad lad. The leader is going into the Kevlar,
Okay.
and this one is going into the ballista.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's. I've taken. How much damage has he taken?
3. He has 2 wounds left.
Taken 3. She's taken 2. She has 3 wounds left.
Yes.
Okay.
Who is more important to keep alive?
So let's all-out defense on the. Yeah, let's all-out defense on the ballista,
Okay.
and then let's pop our Aether Quartz for an all-out defense on the.
Okay, so she's +2 to her save and -1 to hit because of Garrison, and he's
Yes.
+1.
Yes.
You can keep his wound marker there.
No, he's gonna die. I'm certain that he's dead.
I don't think he's gonna die, man. He's on a 4-up save.
Yeah, but you just bludgeoned.
Oh, sure, yeah, so he'll be on a 6-up.
Yeah, I have a 6-up and 6-up ward.
Okay, so let's do into the ballista first.
Okay.
This is 3 attacks. 3s, exploding 6s. Okay, and then 4s. Make 1 save at -2.
6-up,
Okay, single damage.
6-up, 6-up, failed. So he's got 1 wound left.
Okay. It's coming down to the horse.
Come on, horse.
All right,
You can do it. Hoofs.
this is 4s and 3s.
Hoofs.
They both hit, Michael.
Okay, that's good.
3s.
I can't believe your
They both
horses-
wound,
I can't
Michael.
believe your
-1 red.
horses-
-1 red. You're on 5s.
I can't believe your horses wound on 3s for some reason.
You fail them both.
Dead.
All right, we got that ballista. Get that ballista out of here. Good night, ballista. I'll tuck you into bed.
What's the total damage he's done this game?
0.
5?
I don't. Did he ever do damage?
Yeah. I think maybe.
Maybe.
Someone
5.
comment down below. Total damage the ballista's done. Okay, so swinging into the Kevlar.
Yep. This is 4 attacks because he's the leader.
Okay.
I'm -1 to hit.
Yes.
So this is going to be 4s and 4s with exploding 6s. Uh-oh.
Goodness.
Okay. 4s. Make 3 saves, Michael. -2.
Save them all.
Whoa! Okay, well now I'm going to trample you. 4s. Miss.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't expect to get that objective, but I was trying really hard. Oh, you know what? If I would have killed her, I would have missed my battle tactic.
That's a good point.
That's a good thing. It's a good thing that I didn't kill her.
Stealing that objective is kind of worth a bit. Okay, she has 1 attack, David.
Okay.
She hits on a 4. She fails it.
Okay. She didn't want it bad enough.
I think that's it. You
Yep.
complete your battle tactic, but I don't think you secured the center. Let's take a closer look, and then we'll score you up.
Okay.
David, you've completed your turn. How did you score?
I scored not as good as I should be. I got 3 points. I'm almost tying you now. It's 12 to 13 going into your turn. Yes. However, lifted the ballista, got onto your objective, killed some stuff, had some fun. It was great. So now we're going to get to the bottom of battle round 4. And what are you going to do for your battle tactic?
Battle tactic, I think we got to do gaining momentum.
Okay.
So let's cast.
Okay. Before you cast, can we do heroic actions?
We probably should.
Okay.
Let's get a command point with my Stone Mage. Nope. All game, David. Haven't gotten an extra one.
I'm going to get 2 extra relentless discipline points, so I'm up to 5.
Okay.
I'm going to make him a wizard, so he can try to unbind one.
Nice. I'm going to use Rally's command points.
Okay.
I'm going to try and rally some Stone Guard.
Okay.
I have a strength of Stone Guard. We're out of combat. I don't get anybody back.
Okay.
Now we can cast. Let's do Overwhelming Heat.
Okay.
Let's do it in the Death Riders.
Okay.
So it's a 9. It goes off.
Okay, I'll try to unbind that with my general, who is now a wizard. Oh, no, it goes off.
So we have their move characteristic, which isn't important. And then we have to meet or get higher than their, and we don't. So no mortal step. We have to meet or be higher than their armor characteristic. Let's Arcane Bolt.
Okay. Can't unbind it.
Boom.
Okay.
So we'll let that go in a minute. Bring out the Aether Void Pendulum.
Okay, who's doing that?
Let's bring it out from Raleigh himself.
Okay. Lyrior, let's see what he does. Roll it.
So
on an 8. Okay, I'm going to try to unbind with my little dude. Ooh, so close. Aether Void Pendulum comes out. Aether Void Pendulum just came out. That's cool.
Now let's do Living Fissure.
Okay.
Fissure from the Stone Mage. That goes off in 7.
Okay, unbind number 2 from Soul Mason Unbound.
Nicely done. All of magic.
Okay, start a movement phase. You want to do some stuff?
Yeah, let's move this at the end of hero.
Okay. On a 2-up, my general.
2-up your general. Nope.
Oh, 2-up my Mortek.
Yes.
Okay.
D3 for 3.
5-up mortal wound save. I take 1 mortal.
Okay. And then at the start of movement, the Aether Void.
You mean the Rune of Petrification?
That's what I mean.
On my guy.
Yep.
Okay.
It went off for 1.
Okay, 6. And he shrugs the first damage he takes in every phase.
I hate that guy so much. Okay, that's it. Let's get into movement.
All right, we'll see you in a minute. All right, we got a real scrum going on here in the middle. Michael, tell me what you did with your movement phase.
So the Stone Guard and Leroy stayed where they were. These Stone Guard moved out and just got onto the point.
Yep, that's extra models on the point because
those Blade Guard have to get off the point to go chase down that one Death Guard, that Death Rider.
Yes, the Bladelords are going to fight the Death Rider.
And then I move my general onto that point just in case something happens, I don't accidentally lose the point.
Okay, and then the Cathalar is sitting in her little prison.
Yep.
And we've got a Rune of Petrification that's going to proc at the end of the movement phase, so let's get set up on that. Okay, let's see if the Rune does anything to my general.
4-up? Nope.
Okay, let's get set up for shooting.
You're pretty much set up for shooting, because it's just from Leroy.
Okay, Leroy, here, let's turn this just a little bit.
1 shot.
Okay.
It wounds. It's rend 1, David.
Why does it wound?
Wounds on 2.
It wounds on 2s?
Yeah, it's a demon blade,
I thought
David.
it was rend 2.
It is rend 2, and it wounds on 2. 2 to hit, 2 to wound. Rend 2.
Okay. I failed it.
It's D3 damage. Come on.
Okay.
Give me more. Damn.
I shrug the first damage I take in every phase. He's like, yeah! It just flew through the bones.
Have I done any damage to him so far?
No, he is full health.
Ugh, such a pain in my butt.
He is full health.
All right, let's move into combat.
The Bladelords are going to defend their beloved Cathalar that's hiding in the Shrine Luminor. Let's see what they get.
Hup.
A 7 is good.
So let's activate.
Okay.
Let's start with the Stone Guard. I am too far away to do Stone Stance. I am too far away from Molten Talisman. So we have 3 guys who are going into your Mortek Guard.
Okay, the Mortek Guard are going to shield wall. My general is going to use endless duty for extra attacks, and then the Death Rider that is over by the Cathalar and the Bladelords is going to do bludgeon just in case he survives perfect strike. Okay.
Now, here we go. 3 attacks. No mortals. And then wounds on 3s. 3 wounds, David.
4 up re-rolling. Uh-oh. Failed 1.
Okay, it's 1 damage.
I take it. You did a damage.
Don't you have a 5-up ward right now?
It's not a ward, it's a mortal wound save.
Oh, all right. So let's do 4 more into your general. The unkillable general. He takes a mortal, David.
Okay.
And nothing.
Okay.
And
he shrugs the first damage he takes in every phase.
In every phase. Excellent.
Okay.
Let's go over to the Bladelords.
Okay. All right, Bladelords. Are you going to perfect strike me?
Well, I have to. I have 2 perfect strikes I get to do, and then
Okay.
I have to do the 3 sword attacks from the Sargento.
Okay.
Perfect strikes. Mortals on 2s. There's 2 mortals.
Okay, 6 is to ignore. I ignore 1, he's taking 1 damage.
4 attacks with the dual blades.
Okay.
Not gonna get him, David. It's not enough. 1 wound. It's rend 1 that you ignore.
Saved it.
Cathalar's dead, bro.
I can't kill the Cathalar, dude.
Oh yeah, because they would just take her wounds for her.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
My general is going to fight into the Stone Guard, so let's go look at that. 4 attacks, 3s and 3s.
I'm still at a 3-up save, right?
2 hits. 2 wounds. -1, which you don't care about.
3-up.
Okay.
Saved it.
Netherite battle shields. 3s. 4. Nothing. And then 7. This is 3s and 3s. Make 3 saves. These are single damage.
3-ups. Killed 1. That's 1 dead guy then.
Yes, I know you don't want your leader to
Yes.
die. Bannerman, go down. Okay, I'm done fighting with the general. Where are you going to go?
Leroy. Oh, maybe I should fight with the Cathalar.
All right, the Cathalar is going to try to kill the horse.
Hits.
Okay.
She wounds on a 2 for some reason.
Yeah, she wants it.
She
Okay.
wounds. It's no rend.
Okay, I failed it.
It's D3 damage. It's 2 damage. She
Okay.
throws her hot ashes at you.
Oh, he's dead.
She got it.
He's dead. I hate that.
That was
I
weird.
didn't know she could do 2 damage.
Despairing touch. 2 attacks with Demon Blade, David. 2 attacks. Hits
Okay.
on 2s. Wounds on 2. Okay. It's rend 1.
I saved it.
Cool. 5 attacks with the Regent Sword.
Okay.
Mortals on 6s. 2 mortals.
2 mortals.
2 mortals. 2's hit.
Okay.
Wounds on 3s. 2 wounds.
I saved both of those.
And it's 2 damage.
Okay. And then I save mortals. No, so he takes 2.
Okay. And then we have
Oh,
Horns
we're
and
still-
Claws.
Still fighting with him, sorry. I was
Horns
moving
and
the camera.
Claws. Hits on 3s. Wounds on 4s.
Okay.
1 wound. There you
Saved
go.
it. Okay.
I did 2 damage to him.
You did.
took
You did
forever.
2 damage. This is the most interesting battle we've ever done in the middle of this objective. So I've got 9 attacks coming from Mortek Guard. 3s with exploding 6s. 4s. Make 2 saves into your Stone Guard.
3-ups. Saved 1, failed 1. Took 1 damage.
Take a damage. I cut you. I tickled your mallet.
All right,
Tickled your
David.
mallet a little bit.
That's about it.
I think that is it. No other activations.
Nope.
Let's go ahead and get onto the hero cam and score you.
Yep.
All right, we're back from Michael's turn. We decided to call it a game, but before we talk about points, Michael, how many points did you score in your last turn?
So I scored 5 on my last turn.
Uh-huh.
I held my point held the center.
Yep.
And completed my battle tactic just barely.
Yes.
So I got my 5 points, and at that point, we realized there was no way for David to win, so we just did some rolls off camera. We just did some math hammer real quick to finish it out. So how did it all shake out? What was the final score at the very, very end?
So I won the roll off on 5. I was able to score 4 more points, bringing me to 16, because it was 12 to 18 after your turn. And then you were able to score 4 points in your turn for having 2 objectives and getting an extra point for Galatian veterans being on. That brought you to 22. And then you got your grand strategy, which was Alarith Aftershock, to have the Stone Mage on one objective and the Stone Guard on the other objective.
Yeah, and then you were you failed your grand strat because I still had battle line.
Right, I had to kill all the battle line, yeah, and I knew that was a hard one, but it is what it is. This is a really old battle tome. They do have some they have a 1 grand strat, but it's really sketchy to take. So yeah, it was a really, really good game. So the final score was 16 to 25, and you know, your army performs exactly how everybody thinks it does. Really hard to kill.
So guys, we're going to get into the wrap up. This is where we talk about our MVPs and our LVPs. If you're still with us at this point, thank you so much. We really hope you enjoyed this game. Comment down below what your top moments are and what you think about either the older Bonereapers or the newest Stone Guard. David, MVPs, LVPs, key moments of the battle.
My MVP is Arkhan. He did lots of mortal wounds to Avelenor and was able to drag him down, which was great. I think he did, let's see, he did 8 mortal wounds on his own. And then alongside some other charge bonuses and things like that, we were able to get him off of the table, which was nice. That gave me a little bit of play, and I think I'll give LVP to, I don't know, my whole army did really good. I think I'm gonna give LVP to, let's say, the one Death Rider who activated out of turn and then died.
The one Death Rider who got slapped by the Cathalar?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he deserves to, we all thought he was safe, and then she slapped the piss out of him.
Yeah, he needs to go sit down and think about what he did. So let's talk about MVP, LVP for your army.
Let's see, LVP, Ballista.
Yep.
I think it did a whopping 4 damage all game.
Yep. I couldn't believe when you rolled triple ones, dude. That was crazy.
I know.
That was crazy.
Let's see, MVP, I want to give it to Avelenor, but I was probably too aggressive with Avelenor, so he actually didn't do any damage.
He didn't.
Right?
He didn't kill anything.
He killed nothing. He did mess up Arkhan pretty well, but he didn't actually kill anything.
Yeah.
He just flailed his hammers around.
Yeah.
Dawnriders. Like, yes, the Stone Guard did their job. They got on the point and then refused to die. And we knew that was going to happen.
Right.
By the time your army got to them, there wasn't enough army left.
Right,
Because
exactly.
I spent 3 turns with you pinned up in your own deployment zone, just
Yeah,
smacking
absolutely.
you around.
I'm able to kill a unit of Dawnriders every turn, but it takes resources. It takes resources to kill Avelenor. So I think the army functions well because you have fast attack to pin, you have a fair amount of shooting to spit mortal wounds from afar, you've got that big damage threat from Avelenor, and then you also have really good objective holding control with the Stone Guard. So I think that there's a reason that this list is winning, this type of list is winning tournaments, is because there's just so many pieces that work well together. You function in every phase, and it takes at least a couple turns to remove some of the larger threats as you're starting to score and complete battle tactics. So it's a very, very good army.
I mean, the army's strong enough that when Avelenor went down, it still functioned really well. We were still lifting multiple units every turn.
Right, because he went down in the second battle round. Bottom of 2, he was gone. So for the last 3 battle rounds, even without your centerpiece, you were still able to keep scoring and win the game. You're absolutely right that when he pinned 4 units in place and I had to take an entire turn to kill him, that really shut off some of my score power because my Expert Conquerors were locked right there. I had to retreat my Mortek Crawler away, cut away some of the damage. Then I had to double charge him with both my Liege Cavalos and with Arkhan, all juiced up with magic and charge bonuses and stuff just to kill him. And he's only 20% of your army.
And we weren't sure that that was going to be enough.
Right, and it barely was, to
Yeah.
like the wound. He died to the wound.
Yeah.
And then he would have had a chance to swing. He would have been bottom bracket, but he still could have killed some stuff. So yeah, he's very, very good and strong and amazing. And I like everything about the Lumineth army. It's very, very elite. It's great.
This is a great list. I'm excited about this list.
Yeah, really, really good game. We've got a lot of really good stuff on the way. We are fixing to film Idoneth Deepkin versus Stormcast Eternals. We've got more Tzeentch on the way. We've got Slaves to Darkness on the way. Michael's almost done painting the Arkhan model that we got, which is really nice. So lots of really, really exciting stuff. We also have Ironjaws assembled and ready to paint. We have a whole Sons of Behemoth army waiting to be assembled and painted. So lots of really, really good stuff on the way. If there's anything else that you guys want to see or something you'd be interested in seeing, comment down below, let us know, and consider becoming a member. It helps support this channel.
That's it for us this week, guys. Thank you for joining us. We will see you next week.
See you for the next one.